Hey folks, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Stay at Homestead Dad series. Today we're doing the classic move of showing up with more animals and hoping that my missus is okay with it. Because we're picking up our buck today, so I'm very excited. The run is not finished yet, but it's only a singular rabbit, so we have got a cage for him, so that's fine. And then in about 2.5 weeks, we're going to pick up 2 females from the same breeder, but they're not related, so that's all good. Very excited. Okay, so off we go. We're headed about 30 minutes down the road to a lady called Monica. Very nice lady, fantastic customer service. She breeds Californian crossed with New Zealand meat rabbits. Originally I was planning on just getting the buck. However, Monica just gave me a call and said the fella that was going to pick up 2 does from her had to let her down one too many times. And so she said she's not reserving them for him anymore, and she knows I wanted to get 2 does in the future. So I've accidentally bought 3 rabbits now, which Liv is going to be so happy about. She's going to absolutely love it. So exciting. Hello. Wow.
They're 5 weeks old.
So they're still with the mum, yeah?
Yes, they're still with the mom.
Excellent.
Next week, next Friday, they're gonna be separated. So
Okay.
this one is pregnant now. She's giving birth
Oh,
next
is she?
week.
Okay.
And her babies are those. So I
Okay.
separated them last week.
Yeah.
And she's already mated when they were 4 weeks. I mated her. So
Oh,
she's
right.
giving birth.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
They're waiting because they want to feed, you know.
Here we go. 2 females and a male into the van. And let's get you back home. And here they are in their temporary setup: water, hay, food, rabbits. One's underneath the other 2. They look very scared. I'm going to leave them alone and we'll check back on them soon. Can't believe we've got rabbits. And so we got to work taking down the old compost heap, ready to put up the rabbit run with my trusty cameraman, my missus. That is until she deemed the environment far too hazardous to continue working.
Oh, there's a fucking spider on me. Hang on.
Now, we haven't got the biggest property and we're adding another thing in, so that means we're going to have a little reshuffle. So we're taking out our halfway house greenhouse for now, moving that to another section of the property, and we're also going to clean up behind our shed, move our metal frame greenhouse over there, and then we should have a bit more room. After we clear some stuff and add a bit more room to work in, I got to work drilling the drainage holes and the air holes on the burrow boxes. I was also feeling extremely lazy, and I found out that the metal drill bit cuts through plastic if you run it sideways. It probably took 10 times longer cutting it this way than actually going to get my saw and come back. So this is an 8-inch diameter air duct, which should be a good size for a full-grown New Zealand Californian cross rabbit. Our initial plan was to submerge the boxes into the earth, and so that way it acts as a bit of an insulator. However, we weren't able to do that in the end because we actually decided to move the rabbit run like 4 feet to the right, and that meant it was on top of patio slabs, which is okay because that means they can't burrow out, which is good. However, it does mean that they'll have to have extra bedding inside the burrow box to stay warm. After that, we just had to put the wire on the outside to keep the rabbits in and some things out. Not everything, as we all know. And then I pretty much spent the rest of the day just doing cable ties. And done. I was working until like 1 a.m. So I thought, I'm not going to force you to come along on that ride. That was knackering. But we've gotten all the chicken wire on. We still have to do these bits, the curved bits, but they ain't climbing up that. So it's absolutely fine. But we're all done. The little one here is just taking off all the extra cable tie bits from the wire being held on. However, let's go have a look before they move in. So we did go with a colony style. However, what we're going to do is we're going to have a separate hutch here to separate Philip, our buck, when the females are pregnant, to give them a break, and then we'll breed them accordingly. However, the females and the babies, we are doing colony style, mainly because I really like that gamey flavour. We have a burrow coming in here, and that goes into this little den here, which is weighed down with a pallet. I'm going to get some rocks to go on top as well and arrange them nicely. But you can see in there, we're going to get more bedding and put it in there. I just wanted to see what it looks like. It goes in there. And I need to find a way to kink that permanently, because that'll stop like foxes getting in. But obviously it moves a lot. So anyone have any ideas, please let me know in the comments. Then they have a separate one that comes around here into this box, which is just a separate box. So the two females, if they're pregnant at the same time, they can have their own things going on. So let's get them, move them in. We got a bit of fruit and grass to kind of lure them out of the cage that they're currently already in. We're going to just pick up the whole cage, open the doors, and just plonk it in the middle, and they can come out in their own time. That's Gwendolyn, that's Chili.
It's just chasing the thing around. So what does that chicken do?
And there we have it. That's our new addition to the homestead, our meat rabbits. We got the boy Philip, one of the girls is called Gwendolyn, and one of the girls is called Chili. And yeah, I couldn't be happier. We're still a good few months away from breeding them, and then obviously a month after that until they even give birth, and then like 3 months after that until we get meat from it. However, it's the start of a fantastic self-sufficiency process. Thank you very much for watching this episode of the At Homestead Dad series. Like, comment and subscribe if you are into this, and we hope to see you in the next one. Thank you very much, everyone. Take care.